Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. So we have Pabro's Pod, which has been there since, like, the first tourist mission, or no, the first rescue a Kerbal mission that we ever took was Pabro's Pod. I just left it up there all that time. Needs to come down. I hear cannabis cures chronic fatigue syndrome by making you too chill to care. Yeah. That's what I've been doing with the PBR, and I'm out right now, so anybody got the chronic? Meanwhile, Kenneth Kerman, I left, dropped him off into space to orbit, Kerman, in order to make room for, you know, someone who was carrying, like, 1,200 science in there. I don't want to know where he was carrying it, but it was below the waist. 1,200 science. I will wash it off and take it. At the same time, we have the orbital Minmus Pilgrim. This is a beautiful friggin' ship. I love the design on this. It's a little sperm, a tadpole. I love the way it looks. I need to bring it home, and I need to sign it. Ronin Pawn was here, who got that dank chronic, like I like. What are we doing today, says Rune Antilles? We're cleaning up this friggin' mess that you kids been leaving out. Your Lincoln Logs, your Tinker Toys are under feet every time I go anywhere. I work hard for a living. When I come home at the end of the day, I want to see this house cleaned up, do the dishes, mow the lawn, pick up the dog crap. Little light roofing work is all I ask, you know? Tune up the transmission on the third car. Middle class problems. Okay, here's the plan. We get him sitting in the cockpit of this ship. Then we send up a craft that's designed, one, to push Pabro's pooples, push that down into atmosphere. So it's got a claw on one side of it at least. And then, once it's done doing that mission, it comes out here and it hooks up via the docking port to the orbital Minmus Pilgrim Mark II, and it's got parachutes and maybe an ablator on it to get us back down. And there you go, there's the mission for the day. Oh my god, I've only got one unit of monoprop remaining. At this kind of distance, I'm just gonna keep dragging down the ball, and losing him and losing him and losing him if I don't have some speed that's going in his direction. And now we're back on target. And okay, that's the speed that I needed to scrub now. And that's the rest of my monoprop because I went right past it. Come on, you got it, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Okay, we're good? We're good, we got it, we're down to 0.28 monoprop, because I time warped right past. I'm gonna have 5, because things are going so well. Just a little bit of drift, half a meter per second, 0.24 monoprop left in Kenneth's tanks. You never had any doubt, did you, Kenneth? You always knew I was gonna save you. Okay, but you're not saved yet. We have 4.7 monoprop remaining in this thing. So in terms of getting anywhere, that ain't gonna happen. Houston, can I get a countdown?
Yeah, Pawn. I'm feeling a lot better, by the way. Thanks for asking.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
A little bit of phlegm in the throat, Houston. I think I caught whatever you had.
Pretty sure you gave me whatever you had in the first place.
Alright, well, you know what? I've got 2 pet peeves in this world, okay? Passive aggressiveness and people who hold me accountable for the spin of the earth. I do not make the sun rise or the moon set. I do not control. I am not the Lord. Kind of am, but, you know, I'm not showing off while I'm on your plane of existence, mortals. I have no control over the fact that you got sick, Houston.
I'm pretty sure you occasionally lick the things that I touch.
Okay, that's... I like the taste of pencil.
In 3, 2, 1, fire!
And we're off and away. Oh. See, there, that's for you, Tatumra. I flipped it intentionally so that I could go back and give you a space to come home. Let's just test that this all would have worked. That breaks off, and then we go straight down at the surface, and then that breaks off when we're in space, and then that breaks off, and then we go home. Yeah, it works. The other day I had trouble remembering my ABCs. Not even kidding. Because it wasn't that I couldn't remember my ABCs. I imagined a scenario in which there was an extra letter between H and I called H. I was coming up with a way to explain that to Americans who don't know. Like, well, there's in England there is an extra letter, and the alphabet actually goes A B C D E F G H I K. And I was doing that, and I couldn't. I was like A B C D E F. Where does the K fit in? Fins are for suckers. We have control authority from these. We have control authority from here. We won't be shimmy shammy shaking like that anymore. And I will control my speed and be thoughtful about going up, won't I, Houston?
I'm starting to feel sick again. Have you been licking my erasers? In 3, 2, 1, fire.
Houston's always got that little in the back of his throat, doesn't he? I think he watched a little bit too much Beavis and Butthead back in his day.
What are you talking about, dude?
Here we go. We've got 2,000 meters per second, and we've got NAPWAPs in space at 73.5 kilometers, and we're killing the engines and following our prograde at 37 kilometers is where we turned that off. I hope we can keep space as we're going up. My brain is on CFS blood today, so I don't have much of a fuse either. You're a dick. Look at this dick. What a dick you dick. Take some Viagra and extend your fuse, is hologram. A lot of people have given me Ritalin. Wait, is this all empty? And then okay, fuel priorities and stuff. I had no idea, because I've never done it before where I staged the docking port. But, okay, so this is empty, completely and totally when it was, and now I've dropped it. Now we're on to this stage, and we got the 1,620 meters per second, and we're past our APWAPs. Start burning. How do I go about getting offered free drugs, says Gohan. Well, you just tell people in chat, listen, I got a chronic fatigue issue. And then tell them that you drink beer in order to handle it. Here, have 3 of these little white happy pills a day. It's basically cocaine, except there was no coca leaf involved. If you feel the need to climb a water tower with a rifle, please contact your doctor immediately. Choose Fizexka. It's weird. It's a double standard. You're gonna be like, don't drink alcohol. That's a very natural thing that's, 1,000 years old, made by monks. Weed, oh God, weed, that's a class 1 drug. Throw people in prison for that one. But here, we put this in a pill. May cause you to want to kill small animals on Tuesdays while wearing a tutu and thinking homosexual thoughts. What the hell are you doing with these drugs and sending them out there and being like, but now don't go drinking. You have a drink before noon and people are like, huh? You kidding me? The day is the best if you have a drink before noon. How do you get through a day without a drink before noon? I don't understand. It took almost no effort to get him to rant today, because it's easier to rant than it is to play Kerbal Space Program. Hey!